This is going to be the most motivational video I've ever done. In school, I was in special needs class and my reading was behind. I couldn't read as well as the other kids. And I got made fun for that, and I was bullied for that. When I had to step out of class and have a teacher read for me, I was bullied. I was told I was stupid. I was told I was another Beetlejuice. I was told I wouldn't be anything in life. I was cheated on. I was rejected. I was picked on. And it brought the dog out of me. It brought the side out of me to where I know I could never stop and I always got to improve. I know I can't settle for average because I have to work harder. You see, I was the underdog. I was told I wouldn't be anything in life. But you know what? I didn't see that for myself. I saw more for myself. I saw a boy that had visions for himself. So I couldn't cheat that boy in me. I had to do more for myself. When I grew up, I became better. I worked harder because I had natural skill that people didn't know. And then as they saw over time, the natural skill coming out, the natural intelligence, the natural skill in sports, the natural muscle, the natural, I got the dog in me, the perspective changed. The respect changed. People were asking for favors. People were asking for advice. People were asking me how I did it. But it started with the 1,000 sets. It started with the 1,000 reps. Because I never gave up, man. I never gave up. Because they said I couldn't do it. Because they said I couldn't overcome my reading level. Because they said I was stupid. Because I was cheated on by the woman I actually loved. When I was let down by family, I wanted to believe in my vision. People have to just see results. Just like you want to see the 1,000 reps. You got to see it's possible before other people even believe in it. You have to know it's possible. And you see, I knew it was possible. I knew I wasn't stupid. I knew I had options in life. So when the little boy in me was complaining on the momentary struggle, I said I have to respond to things different. I said I can't trip on a momentary struggle when I know it's a way through the door. You're one idea away from success. You ever thought like that? You're one idea from pushing through the struggle you're going through right now. You're one idea away from the same mindset that has you in a slump right now. I had to tell myself that. As I started to bring my ideas out to life, as I started to bring my strength out to life, I was pushing through any set that came my way. That is how I'm supposed to be able to do the chin over the bar. That is how I'm able to do 1,000 pull-ups over the bar. Because it's about never giving up. It's about seeing your vision and attacking your vision. When they said helping people is a joke and no one will resonate with me, I still pushed out my message because I knew the impact would change people's life, would change your life. You will become the person you desire. You will be successful. You will overcome the struggle you going through in your life right now. But you gotta put the work in. You gotta believe you can get the chin over the bar, because yes, when you pulling up and you're going through the air and you're going through the moment of struggle, it's gonna be resistance. With going for success, it's always gonna be resistance. It's about how do you respond through the resistance. Do you keep pulling up, or do you fall back down and never try again? We gotta try again, man. We gotta look up and see the brighter side of things. I'm tired. I'm tired. But I gotta keep going. But I gotta keep pushing. You see, I was so caught up in women and women seeing my validation, caught up in the validation I could get with money, with women, with the idea that I got it all together. But when I gave myself the validation, I was the strongest man I could be. When I said, as long as I'm able to work my body out, as long as I'm able to do some push-ups, as long as I'm able to improve my mind every day, I was better. The women came along with that. The finances came along with that. But it was all about how I changed my mindset. It was all about the time I was putting into myself, because no one believed. When I dropped out of college, they said your dreams is BS. They said it's not possible. They said that overall, no. You have to work for somebody else's company. You have to live my vision for you. When that woman left me, she found another man immediately. She didn't care. See, the boy in me cared too much. The boy in me tried too hard. It took a woman in my life to say, "You're too nice. You tried too hard." I never tried too hard in relationships again. Because after letdown, after letdown, after letdown, you understand it has to be mutual for you to try hard. You must put the energy into the goal, your purpose as a man. Because you put purpose into fixing relationships in your life, you're taking away from your actual purpose. You're taking away from the actual strength to get through the sets, to get through the moment of being better, being this man who can push through the struggle, being the man that can get through the hardship in his life because he's focused on his purpose. I could never put a woman over my purpose. Never. Ever. Because let me tell you why. The woman don't even want you to put her over her purpose. She wants to watch you do 1,000 pull-ups. She wants you to do some incredible things in life. So you chasing women is the opposite how to get women. You chase the best higher person of yourself, because that is how you get the results. That is how I got the results. That is how I showed my family it's possible. That is how I better relationships in my life. That is how I got them to ask for advice for their own life, because they saw the intelligence in my mind. But it took me bringing my intelligence to the market, my thought process to the market, me putting out, I can help you because I've been through it, to the market. You can never get to the person you desire until you bring it out to the market. You can never get to the next step and next struggle to have you prospering until you take on the struggle you going through head on. You can never be better. You can never prove them wrong if you sit in the same spot and let them be right. I couldn't let them be right. And I saw this. I saw as I was pushing through the sets. I saw as I was being better and being a better person for myself. They still didn't didn't want to see that. They still didn't like that. They wanted me to stay stagnant and stay stupid, because the world thrives off you being stupid. The world thrives off you not creating your freedom. What is freedom? Freedom is your happiness, your respect to the grind, and your respect to being in the moment and enjoying your time and having your time. So I took my time different. I took the idea that I have to respect my time and put my time in certain places. As I saw this, I grew as a person. As I took on the action of putting my time where it needed to be, my finances grew. And on the journey, people will treat you different because you begin to treat yourself different. You begin to allow your mind to mature as your muscles mature, as the experiences mature, as the hardship get overcome. Because it's hard, bro. Life is hard. You think I didn't look into myself and ask myself, man, can I get through the struggle? Will I allow them to be right? Because, like I said, man, they called me dumb. They said I wouldn't be anything in my life. They said my vision was a joke. They said I'm settling. They said I'd never be able to get money in my life. But it was how I responded to things. I went full monk mode. I went full in the mode I don't care. I went full in the mode if that shorty not feeling me, that woman not feeling me, I'm on to the next. Because you got to look at the work I put in. I said I got to look at the work I put in. I examined my whole life. Just took everything out of me. So for someone to not see my worth, for someone to downplay me, for someone to think that I'm stupid when they never been in my shoes, you got to understand, people never been in your shoes, homie. People don't know what it took to get to the person you are today. So therefore, no one could judge me. No one could have this sense of they got a right to put a stamp on my story. Only I got the right to put a stamp on my story. So that's why I did the 1,000 reps in a row straight and not complained about it. Because I didn't want to stay the same. Because I knew I had to get better at reading if I wanted to be better in the world. I knew I had to get over the anxiety if I wanted to have more connection in the world. Because it was all about bringing forth my best effort. It was all about bringing out my value to the world so other people can add value to their life and enjoy more, enjoy their presence. Because it's millions of us. It's millions of us that have the vision in us, that have the person in us to walk in the room and be unrecognizable through the work we can do and the work we have done. But it's all about adding all the trial and error and the rejection and the cheated in the school system, the cheated on people not seeing your vision, the maybe the sport you never got the opportunity in, the lack of relationships you had in your life, the lack of role model you had in your life. It takes diving into that to really see the inner dog in yourself. I had to unlock the inner dog in myself. I had to unlock I can do anything put in front of me because no one's going to do it for me. No one's going to have my back for me. So I took on the action of always having my back. I took on I don't care about any of the irrelevance around me. I took on you can have your opinion, but it's not a fact. And I made facts facts. I enlightened my mind. I upped my finances. I was in debt from start. I didn't know nothing. I was bad at reading. I was in debt financially. I was in the hood. I didn't know woman nature. I had to go through the struggle. I had to become better. I had to say on to the next rep. Y'all struggling on the same rep. But a lot of times we don't say, I gotta get to the next rep. I gotta dig. Dig. I got to dig, man. That's what I had to tell myself, man. And that is when I started slowly and gradually becoming better. Because look, when we first get on that pull-up bar, yeah, we not the best. It may be hard to do that first pull-up. It may be hard to do any pull-ups at all. But through the repetition of doing the pull-up, through the repetition of wanting to be able to do the reps, is what allows you to do the reps. So I took on the action of not being able to and not being able to do the things I wanted to do, to learn and had the repetition to do the things I wanted to do. And I love that about myself. I love that I love the grind. I love that I didn't get caught in my head of people making fun of me and me being bullied and people not seeing my worth and me being in debt, me being in the hood, that I didn't get distracted. I didn't look at it as, hey, this is only my cards and I'm just going to complain. I said I'm going to be the man I see in the visions. I said I'm going to fulfill the little boy inside me that has visions and wants to do things in the world. I'm going to take that voice serious. I'm going to take my voice serious. I'm going to realize the power I have and understanding that I'm a king. You got to understand you're a king. You got to understand you hold more power. You got to understand you have more dog in you. You just have to unleash it. You got to understand that you got to say, forget what everybody else said. I'm going to do this and I'm going to run it up some more for myself. Because by the time it's all done, you're going to be tired. You're going to be tired while it's still going. You got to keep going. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to holler at y'all on another one, man.